Alright. Oh, I was mentioning that just before the recording started. Nope, no, really, no trainer battle. So is it just the rival battle then? I think it is actually. Yeah, let's go straight into it. No prep. If anyone that's on the other side, are the only levels good? Anyone? That's a problem. I don't know if anyone is on the other side. Really doubt it though. Anyone? No one? That's fun. You do have a spear. And causes a critical hit first turn. What am I being surprised about? I'm going in defense against that. Nothing. Nothing at all. This is it, I have nothing for it. Apart from body slam. I am got the auto for me. And try and not drink, not my drink over. Trying to move closer, except I've got a current situation going on I'd rather not discuss. Say it's true. And it's only level 80. What are you doing? I'm using slash, and it almost worked. Doing my vine without a crit is still better. Level 20 Eevee? God, that's low. You fucking prick. But I don't know how. I feel like the most I'm gonna be able to do in this stream is release a third gym, and I'll be able to get to Celadon to buy the stones, and I don't know much more after that. Aha! No. Of course I would do that, although I don't know why black color. Is that the only color they had available? It's more of a brown than a GBA, well, just a standard Game Boy Green. I guess, well, brown wasn't really a common color for limited hardware, which is odd. Because I'm pretty sure they have used brown in other places, but it was not possible despite the limited color palette. Who knows? Don't know why we were the only ones that could actually help the cat. No one on the crew did anything. Clearly they knew. They knew that he was seasick, but we were the only ones able to do that. To give him a back rub, which is disturbing. And that is an indication that this boat is going to leave. Does it in every mainline counter game? Yeah, no, generally, the boat stays there until you beat the rival and get cut. Which means we don't need the SS ticket anymore. Oh, it's playing the surfing music. And also, Mew's truck is just off the corner there on the right. Some reason we can't see it. Because, well, originally we were not meant to see it in any way, and yet people found the way. Now for our slow walk back to the Pokemon Center. Playing the Viridian City music, which is quite good. Yeah. Because we didn't take any heavy losses, but we got close. And there was no Pokemon Center or healer on the boat. That's the remakes. You gotta kind of watch out for those whenever you go back. This game doesn't have everything. It has barely anything, really. It pretty much barely has anything the future versions do. If I'm gonna be brutally honest. And now I need to look up the Pokemon that can learn Cut. Well, I'm not teaching it to any of my team members because that's permanent, and I don't want to have it so that 25% of one Mon's movesets is unusable. Okay. Yeah, oddish is in that list. As well as parasect and bellsprout weirdly tentacle. But get a crabby would be nice. Is Sancho nearby? I wanna say that is the case. Okay, no, not. Why was I thinking Route 10? Well, I'm thinking 11. I did blue version. That doesn't help me here. Is Sancho anywhere nearby? 3-4 on Mount Moon. So no. Well, unless I actually... Yes. Sancho is a possibility because it's right before. Right before the Viridian City. Yeah, and we can get there. Sancho, here we fucking come. Don't take that out of context. Good thing we have the town map just to make absolute certainty. And it only makes perfect sense that we have Rock Climber on the team to help us. Although, is it the only one? Okay, so it can also get strength, but who the fuck is able to... No Pokemon in this game can learn both Cut and Flash. That would be Paraslayer on, just not now, so... What ones can get Flash? Well, of course fucking Pikachu. Well, I guess there's Abra if we were able to get it. Any options on... Really? Portal is on Route 10, but only in red and blue. They took him out for Magnemite. So is Magnemite on that list? Yes, actually. So we can we actually? Well, do we have enough to get it? Okay, we're not going to be able to get it at this rate if we have only owned 5. Whoa. See, the problem I have, especially with audio just in general, is that I am the unpaid intern for the tech support when it comes to audio. But no one is that for me. I don't know if that's just because I so commonly have so much free time that I just appear in someone's stream and being like, your audio is a bit iffy. No one is ever, well, has enough free time to ever be in my streams to see if my audio is fucky or not. So I don't know. Yeah, annoyingly, this is the only way to know what route you are on within the game, outside of Fly. Because it was not until Gen 2 where the... Was it not even Gen 2? Was it Crystal? Where it actually told you the route you were on? Well, I'm pretty sure I can catch you to be a flyer. Because nowhere am I going to be able to get Mew. Farfetch would no doubt be a thing, but I'm pretty sure Farfetch is too far away. I want to say, did they make it above? I think they made it catchable. Yeah, 12 and 13, that's kind of far. But I would actually want to at least catch one. There 5% of the time. But at least it would mean I'm not having to have separate mons for both Cut and Flash. So it is just straight possible on round 12. So there it's at. If I'm correct, the status does not actually affect Catray in this game. But I'm still gonna poison it just so it's easier. Even before I found that Absorb does way too much damage. No, it doesn't actually, that's just how weak I am. I mean, I'm not gonna need the fight just yet. But at least it means when I do get it. Are you serious? Oh, come on, Spiro. Don't be this tough. There we go. Did I really just say inept at flying and yet it can actively learn it? Well, that's one. Okay, is it 55% of the time? Compared to Sandshrew's 15%. But it's as common as a rattan and a mankey. I was about to say, so I know what's gonna end up happening. We're gonna end up getting Router and Mankey before the Sandshrew. It's actually more popular than Blue, it's 25%. Which is definitely an option that they went for. And again, the permanent option choices they made in this game was definitely an option that they went for, and it's not exactly a good one. See, we managed to find both Rata and Mankey before Sandshrew. Like I am a prophet. I guess this is what being a Republican looks like. Where they just claim someone is somehow the next Messiah for some reason. It's the only thing they can do when internally they realize they can't say that Jesus is not coming back because it doesn't exist, and their version of Jesus is likely not even close to accurate. Yeah, that they're one amongst a lot to hold on to Christianity like that. I know that I have a feeling they would be the ones to like reject actual Christianity if they heard it. I mean, some of them, I think some of them were trying to say, well, they were like saying the Pope isn't a real Christian or something. Where is this Sandshrew? Like I say, everything else is being counted. Spirit I expect is at 55%, but multiple retards and at least one Mankey. And another one. I think we're just gonna have to go on a limb here and saying that the wiki line. Wikipedia. Also, someone edited it severely incorrectly. Fuck knows. Oh my god. Useless. I guess whilst we're still trying to find well, I guess I should divulge into something that's happened recently. Mainly the quest for where some shorts had disappeared off to. Essentially, I ordered some shorts from Sports Direct near the beginning of May. So I thought it's going to get hot and I only have like 2 good pairs of shorts. I'm going to need some more. So I thought, well, I might as well get them from Sports Direct because that's where I got the previous lot from. So I did that. Said it would potentially be arriving on the 7th. Every said that they nabbed it. Well, had it in their depot. And then for a while, it didn't leave. I thought, well, is it gonna at some point update? At any point in time? Like to say it is going to be delivered, or is it just stopped there? And the day after day just went on and be like, it's not updating. I've received no other emails confirming it, so yesterday, quite late in the night, sent Sunswipe out. I eventually found the email. It was quite hidden, surprisingly. An email, well, stating that, you know, I hadn't got them, and at no point did I even know if they were still there. And because they weren't moving, I was just like, is a refund possible? Because I've not got them, and it's looking like I never will. So then shortly afterwards they said it was possible, and hopefully by Wednesday next week I get my 40 quid back. I am surprised they actually want to issue the refund like that. I guess in that they saw, like, they couldn't exactly say I was lying. I gave them the number, like the order code and everything. I don't know what else to say. And this is the first time that I've actually had a Sports Direct order just go missing. Because I've ordered stuff on Sports Direct before, I've been such a way so that I get it from the store, or just don't have it being delivered. And this is the first time I've ever had Sports Direct order just vanish. And because of that, I just went ahead and got myself some shorts earlier today. Because surprisingly, finally, there is a new Sports Direct in my area. It is 95% shoes. Okay, either I'm not able to hit it, surely I can. Or can it not be poisoned? Okay, there we go. Okay, granted, it was only one pair of shorts, and I happen to be wearing those shorts now. Because I was kind of also, well, I was trying to see if the pair of shorts I was wanting to order were even in the store, and they were, just either not in the right size or the right style. So I just got myself a pair of shorts, new pair of joggers, which, yeah, there's the other one behind me, I think. But I need some brighter blue joggers. But still navy, and then just a light blue t-shirt, because, well, it's a bit more vibrant than my other light blue one. Okay, well, I just need to catch 3 more mons then. If I'm correct. I'm not the biggest fan of the blue here. I feel like it's a bit too much. It could have been a lighter blue, but maybe they did actually test out and it did not work so well on the GBA, because imagine this on a much smaller screen. That's how you have to imagine the world. It's not blown up. Well, it's like with the animations for Gen 5 of the Pokemon. But yeah, it's going to look fine on a small screen. It's only going to look terrible when you size it up. Because at no point were they expecting at the time that people were going to be able to emulate the game so that you'd see if any like heads disconnected from their bodies when it's like the sprite's that big. Yes, now I'm questioning, do I try to get the shorts again? And hopefully they don't mysteriously disappear. I don't know what the fuck happened. Unless suddenly, well, actually no. I don't know if I'm ever gonna have the case where they still get delivered anyways. I've never really been fortunate to have that, if I'm absolutely honest. Because usually most of my stuff gets delivered to me regardless of how long it took. This is just the one time where I was severely unlucky. Well, at least I might have to actually get a refund and we have to go for a massive legal amount just for 40 quid. Like, at least they were good about that. I can absolutely commend. Sports Direct on being able to usher refund very quickly. Because I was trying to be polite about it, wasn't being an arsehole, so I was just like, is it possible? Right, okay. I could go into the gym, or because I am wanting some more levels, I'm going to go into here, find some diglets, and also get to the other end, go to the guy who has flash, and be like, is it just 10? And then just count myself around here and some bugs. Oh, fuck's sakes. Well, actually, I can just switch into parasect. Because resistances. Yeah. Okay, now because of the sprite, is it to say that the ground is a part of it? Or not? I think that's just how they did it, because they realized if they just did Diglett on its own, then it would look really inappropriate. No. No. You have 10 more levels to go. I'm mainly getting Flash because I don't want to even attempt to go through Rock Tunnel without it. I've seen what it looks like on this version of the game and I don't like it. Because you are literally, you can't even see yourself really, you can barely see the walls. And it's just darkness. Not like later games where you just see your character and a small bit around you. Well, that's one with Gen 3, because Gen 2, you could see your character. You just couldn't see anything else. So if you were looking at the map, it wouldn't be so bad, but going in blind, yeah, you get stuck. And then I don't think did they even attempt to do anything like that for 6? Onwards for any dark caves, or did they just not include any? Because by that point, Flash was a TM, because everyone fucking hated it as a HM. And did they keep that up for 3 or 4 gens? I think by 4 it became a TM. Because we cannot have this run any longer, knowing the damage it caused. Because is it the worst one? Because there's other ways to use, well, to lower accuracy that doesn't sacrifice a move slot permanently. Because that was always the worst part, that without a move deleter, you couldn't get rid of it. And they didn't make that, I think, until the next generation. Well, Gen 2. At the end game. So not you. Oh wait, can I not? No, I can't actually. No, this is the second gym. The first one's for the fun. What am I thinking? Yep. Let's get those 10 then. Our Moonstone can't even sell it. Yes, I have to go into the menu every single time to be able to use cut. I can't just press A and be like, this is a tree. Do you want to use cut on the tree? Oh my god. I don't know if it mentioned in the, it should be in the rule saying that I can catch mons, but if they're needed for HMs. This is technically within that. Where I'm purely catching it to add it to the dex. Well, so that it goes up to 10 so that I can then get the HM. So it does count because it's not going to use a Baron anyway. Yeah, it's gonna be a bit tricky when the pointer does not go down as much as I would want it to go. There we go, that's 2. Just need 1 more. And we're going to be set. Oh yeah, if it gets transferred to the PC, make sure the box is full, because it does not automatic, well, isn't full. Make sure it goes to one that isn't. If the box that is currently set to is full, then the Pokemon is not gonna go to it. It will not allow it. It's not me saying that this is all Route 2 has to offer. It's more than that, surely. No pitches around. Okay, there is a 5% chance for Pidgey, which is the same as the Rattata, and yet I'm getting a lot more Rattata. Oh, and actually a Clefairy is being for the Mystic Mine instead of the Abra. And not an Abracadabra, just a regular Abra. Okay, what the fuck? Equal chance of one or the other, and yet it technically is a 50-50, and yet it keeps on landing on tails every time. Wouldn't even mind your own female at this point. I'm just questioning why it's just the 2 spawning in. There's some individual value or something. Nope, I can't hit 75% accurate move, it seems. Oh, come off it. No, not wanting to go in. Yeah, if I look a bit tired, could be because I've been awake since like 5 p.m. 5 p.m. 5 a.m. Well, 5:30, but I was definitely awake before then because I wake up at random intervals and I can't do much about it. Okay, one's being switched in, but no damage is going to be done. I'm just trying to wait out the point. I'd rather no growth. Rat could fuck everything up. Growth it is. Just a little bit more. Yes. Part of me wants to say that with mods, like they trying to expect that kids at the time would be actively wanting to catch more. But if kids could not figure out that, you know, you could swap out hook long. Because it's like, does this game tell you that? That's the part that I don't actually know. Like, how much does this game tell you without you having to figure it out? Like, you'd be surprised on what games do not tell you certain things. Alright, I'm not gonna get Flashmon until, well, when it's Magnemite. And it's not until the route before Nocturnal. Also, using code that way, going through Diglett's Cave is the fastest way to get the old amber for Aerodactyl, which I surprisingly do not really recommend much in this game because it may be strong, but the moves are terrible. I mean, most Pokemon are like that, but rock types in particular just have that problem of being unable to learn good moves that aren't the special ones. Quite a few of them can learn like the elemental stuff. Just Earthquake is like the best ground move that they have because there's only 3? Because what magnitude? Dig and Earthquake, well, Dig and Earthquake are basically the same. But Rock Slide is not even on every mon. Every rock type. Which is the worst part. Instead of all they have, and most of them don't get it. I mean, then again, now that doesn't get until 3? Gen 3? Unless you're Lance, and you can get it anyways. Oh, I need to put Nina Randman back in the box. Get out of here. So now I can likely get some more super potions. And check out Route 11 for some more XP. Because the Raichu is still level 20. 28. High for. I wish I could catch the shinies, but this is Gen 1. There's only 5. 5 available, and 1 requires another game, and the others are legendaries that are not grass type. So I have no reason to go for them. And I would only really be able to get 1 with the Master Ball to be able to make it guaranteed. I mean, yeah, it is. Thanks for the positivity, but it's a game too early to try and get any shinies without extreme setup. Even though I've yet to actually use a shiny in one of these playthroughs, I have in like other stuff outside of the type only run, but I've never been able to get one that is of the type that I am using. Because the only one I've ever gotten in a type only run was a shiny midnight form Lycanroc in Gen 7. In like the last episode. And that's surprisingly it. Yeah, despite how much I play the games. You'd think I'd be able to have better shiny luck, but I seem to have better shiny luck when I'm not recording. Cause you know, you already know my shiny side hook. And then, because that was an infinite fusion, and then on another save file, pretty sure I did also show you got shiny ferret and the mudkip. It's just streamer lock, which is you don't get it at all. That's it. Well, I can just get rid of point. Unless I actively wanted to hunt for it, that's the only way I could even think of doing that. And while part of me is tempted, I would also not be able to get the stream going at all. Unless, well, the only way I would do it without it seeming like it's just a weird break in between is if it is starter. And I just soft reset over and over. That's the only way I can think of that I think would be best to do it. Is it even worth having stun spore when sleep powder is just better? Yep, came rid of it. And considering what types I have But in terms of types of the ones that are left to even be covered, well, okay, there is dragon in a game that is gonna have to have quite a few. Not many of those. I know. I've never successfully done it. I know one time I tried to get shiny Bulbasaur on my Leaf Green save file. I gave up, and then my very next encounter was a shiny Rattata that I couldn't catch. And just be glad I wouldn't be trying it in Gen 7, where it, I don't know, takes fucking forever to get through all the cutscenes. And then in Gen 8, they make that impossible. No, I don't know why. They shiny lock the starter even though it would take no time for you to go through the thing to see if it's shiny or not. But I like doing that. Just shiny locking stuff that should not be shiny locked in the first place. It's like, oh, okay, is there any way of getting it through the Masuda method? Nice. Exactly what I wanted to do. Actually, I can't. What are the other types I have not covered yet that are not dragon? Let me just hazard a look on the VODs. Because I know I've done Ice, Fairy, Round, Rock, Fog. I don't think Water and Fire have been covered yet. Yeah, I did Bug, I did Poison. I did Normal. Did Dark. I definitely did Psychic because that was Pain. I did Rock. So, what have I got? Fire, Water, Dragon. Fire, Water, Dragon had to be more than that. Fire, Water, Dragon. Have I just... Fire, Water, Dragon, Ghost. I don't think I've done fighting either, so Fire, Water, Fire, and Ghost on what I currently have not in Dragon. Fire, Water, Fire, Ghost, Dragon. Because I managed to do every other one, so it's just 6, and then I think I have the wheel somewhere actually. They're not here. Where is it? Ah. No, where is it? Okay, yes. Fire, Water, Dragon, Ghost, fine. My options being Diamond, Ruby, Red, Omega Ruby, X, black, it's also the why is red actually on the list? I'm pretty sure I did red. I just didn't do the others. Because essentially I'm trying to cover all the games on that. Oh, well, don't worry, I know all the stuff to do with the shinies. But it's not all of them. I did mention that it's the Legendaries, and I don't know if Mew is counted that because it's more of a mythical, but I don't know if it can be. But I know the birds, what Mewtwo can be, and Ditto can be. I do not know about the others. Yeah, but that's why you hack it in. Because within the rules, I do say that I am allowed to start with a type, a Pokemon of the type. I have the first option, or at least one that I really want to use. So like, okay, well there's also Mega Sceptile, and also Mega Charizard X. But like I said, I can hack it in, because this is on emulator. So I was saying for Dragon, a good one would be like Gen 5, where I would start off with Dino. Although I don't like Hydreigon's shiny. I don't know what it is, but any colors I've tried to see of people making a better Hydreigon just do not look as good as the original. I don't know what it is. It's like that combination of the black, red, and blue is too good that nothing else would work. Because yeah, if I look at my options, Dragon is the hardest one. Because Ruby, okay, you would actually be able to have some options of like, well, you'd have to likely start off with a Bagon, because the Salamence is not until so far late into the game. And then you'd be able to get an Altaria and a Flygon, and I think those are the only three. And yes, also Kingdra as well. I think there's more options in Omega Ruby, but Ghost also has a similar problem of like, there's just limited options. I think at least in Diamond Ghost has a few more, but Fire in almost every single game has good options. Well, not good options, but has decent enough options. Well, especially in Omega Ruby, because you'd be able to have Blaziken and Hariyama. Mega Blaziken as well. And then what, Fire, I don't want to do that in Diamonds, because you know the reason why. And then Water is going to be good in literally any game you even consider. But I can't think of a game where Water isn't at least somewhat helpful. Nothing is coming to mind of like a region where Water is just help. Yes, you could say at the start, especially with, well, there is Grass and Electric back-to-back with gyms in this game. Well, Slowpoke exists to at least alleviate something. And considering Slowbro with Amnesia is overpowered as shit. It will definitely have to become the case of like with Water. Yes, I will have to absolutely choose the starter. Because it's hard to get away from how good it is, and then try to go with options I wouldn't normally go with. Which is going to be hard because Gyarados is an in of everything, but I still rarely choose it. Because it's, even though it is good, or at least can be, it's just being overused. So until we get to that part, you know, when this one is wrapped up, we'll just have to look into it, because I do have the double wheel spinner right in front of me of my options. As I mentioned, the ruby, diamond, soul silver, black, X, and a mega ruby. With those being the 6 games left to cover. Because yeah, well technically this is the case where one type is going to have to be repeated. Would Hydreigon actually have benefited if it had Salaman's colours, where the green was a lot brighter, I just realised. I haven't got either of them to use currently. Have you looked at the movesets available to me? They're not for ages away. Because I have. Or actually, it's not possible. Because Oddish doesn't even get leech seeds. The only one that actually has leech seed as of right now is Ivysaur, and that's it. The others cannot learn it. See, not everything is like the modern games. The movesets are shit. Unless you're Alakazam learning Psychic very early on. Which is, yeah, that's not until Koga. And that's just gonna be me spamming Parasect's Earthquake. That's literally all it's gonna be. It's like, I know many things, but it is a bit hard. It's not just oddish. If you want to have a gander at the general movesets for the grass types, I am not stopping you. You'll just see how bad it is and why I have not evolved any of my mons yet, because the moves I want to give them aren't until their 30s. Because they still had yet to make it so that you got the moves that end up the same level, no matter what, or were able to compensate that with TMs. Both my options have been taken away. Especially if Vulpix is faster than me. As I say, the overpoweredness has not started yet. Soon-ish. You know, I still have to get across the other half of the region and go through a cave system. But once I do, oh boy, is it really gonna start kicking into gear? I thought that there was an actual item here. Oh, there is. Who left the rope in a goddamn tree? An escape one, no less. Savages. The best? Well, let's see about that. Youngster with no name. Because there wasn't enough characters to be able to fit names yet. Oh, come on. Exactly, this is what people in the 90s had to deal with and they didn't know. because Bulbapedia doesn't exist, and I don't know if guides at the time actually said like what levels Pokemon got moves. I mean, not that they mentioned like the moves that they can get, but I don't think it ever said what level. Oh, Raticate. Oh, no, no, no. I got rope swing, but why was it called an escape rope? What were they trying to escape from? Ooh. But yeah, brown is not a thing in this game. Because that Renegade had the same color palette as Eevee. Even though I'm pretty sure they're both different shades of brown normally. All of them have managed to actually get to level 24. That is impressive. But not good enough. But they're still under the level of the Raichu. And if anything, I need Parasite to get levels as much as possible because we're still slow. I guess it didn't really work because, well, I guess I left it behind for me, but I didn't use it. All I did was take it because I didn't know. I didn't leave a note. Because it was only on one tree, on its lonesome. I say house. No, I didn't want to use that. 23! Just to put that into comparison. That's barely, that's like 10 more than Sandshrew, who is several levels lower. But even if I compare to the others, 25. 31 and 44. One has higher speed than attack. How did that become a thing? Well, okay. Also, no, I don't have an amulet coin now, so I can't get infinite money off you guys. But he's a gambler, not a gamer. Didn't become that until 2004. And why is it you had to have a pony while I was expected you to have a Magnemite, honestly? Fuck you. Yes, thank God it actually managed to miss. I think that it has it. It's way too common for it to just hit very effectively. And it's another non-electric type. Shit. Shit. Oh, please say you as an engineer has a Magnemite. Yeah, called it. Would have actually been better if it was a steel tank, because quite effective. But if I'm slower than the Magnemite now, I'm absolutely gonna be slower than the Raichu. I mean, I kind of knew that going in with 23 speed. Impressive to have it be that low. Why would live wires be out here in the, not even a forest, plains? What? What have you been doing? Unless you're saying the festival is going to happen on this route. That would be a worry. Oh, Magneton as well, getting the triple threat. So is the wrong color. Because I'm guessing they really couldn't do silver on a Game Boy Color. Well, not yet anyways. Not yet. Patience. Okay, that was kind of really creepy when the silhouette took over and all I saw was the white square lines amongst everything else. Oh, ha, ha, ha. I have never lost. That every loser ever. Oh no, Voltorb is yours, it's still not red enough. Paris has even more red. Oh, this low of a level, that is deadly. Not as deadly as that though. Are you just also gonna have one? That seems like every trainer accounted for, so let's head back into Vermilion, crush all of the gym trainers, and then kill off the search. The search for the surge. Just realized I've not mentioned anything about the title being the depression streak continues. It's not as bad as it was over the past few days, for a couple of days. I can't really say it ever went far, but went further out. Not the best way to describe it. I'm trying to say it hasn't increased much. No, this is just the life of someone that single and lonely. That's all it is. I was saying all along when I started this streaming hobby, and I still am now. Cause that's fun, isn't it? Being me. Piece of shit. Level 24, I can actually get some decent levels off of these buggers. Unless he just bam Sonic Boom in my face. That's always fun, ain't it? Oh, we're up to 26 now. Same as my level. I'm completely fine with Parasite being the highest leveled. If it means I can get Parasect much quicker. Because one is still gonna be the weakest member of the team. And still more usable than Tangela. Because at least I have Dave. With Tangela, I have nothing. Anything that I could do gets outclassed by everything else. That's how bad it is. It's sad it's the only pure ground type available to me. In any form, actually, because all the others start off pure types and keep that type in. And was the one that stays pure throughout. And you know, Tangrove is yet to exist. So this makes it even more depressing. And what other times could they even attempt to make it below? Normal? Because about playing it is? No, it's kind of more terrifying. That would have been funny if it was a ghost. Where it walks around because it prefers it, but because we don't know what the inside of it looks like, just say it's a ghostly thing. That would make it more terrifying, because even on the Tangrove we don't know. Did you know many of my mysteries in Pokemon? We won't know, and we'll never know. Sometimes it is better that way, because then we'll know too much. But will we ever know too much? What is there that we do not know? Now, with this puzzle, I don't know if it's just a thing in Red and Blue, but I do know in Gen 1 that 50% of the time, the can that has the button in it is top left. That could still be a thing in this version. I know it's in Red and Blue. So we're gonna find out. And that means literally the first one could be anywhere, and second one 50% of the time is top left. Okay, speed is not increased at all, but we have Spore. 100% guaranteed sleep, which is a lot better than Sunspore is. We're still not being able to get Slash, because that should be level 34. Which we aren't going to be needing that, even though the base speed is not going to be good in any way. At least it'll mean we'll be able to do decent damage. Because of how I expect this to go, I'm not actually going to lead with Parasite immediately. I'm going to lead with Saurus. Okay, I can't even find it. There's no notification, well, no sound really for it. It's just, nope, there's no trash here. And that's it. What? Where is it? I can't have this much trouble trying to find a button. There we go. Press B after that to make sure you are not pressing it again. Well, I didn't say it was 50%. And it may not even be in this game. It may just be a random blue thing. As I say, it's a bit hard to... Oh, come on. Either it's not in the game, or I'm getting unlucky. I do not actually know if the four corners of the thing are considered to be different. But we'll find out. When I eventually find this button again. There we go. Oh, come on. Either it's not in yellow, or I'm getting really unlucky. I will try one more time and look on the wiki to see if it mentions it. I was right! And I knew it was gonna be there. It's just that I got that 50% wrong every single time. But 7 hours on the dot, that is a terrible time, but we're not really needing to worry about it so much. Height challenger? What do you mean? I'm sprightening of the same height? You're big and brassy nerves to take me on with your unique power. A Pokemon battle is war, I'll show you, civilian. I'll shock you into surrender! Because it's the anime, like I was hinting at earlier. One Raichu. Yeah, level 28. Lead Seed. I wish I had Toxic right now. Good thing I'm not using attack tool. Ugh. And it all is spamming, but it can do that infinitely. So I do have to be somewhat scared of it. Oh, you have a Mega Punch. That was the cause of critical hit. I'm expecting him to go for Mega Punch again. I'm gonna tank it. Mega Kick! Okay, even without the thing, I still couldn't tank it. Exeggutor, here you go. Didn't even need to do anything right to kill itself for me. Yes, I know I had one vein, but that was because I could tank it. Yes, not. Yeah, I didn't even need dig at all. I mean, I knew my whole team was gonna resist Thunderbolt anyways, but you know, just stalled them out. I mean, when the opponent has one Pokemon compared to my 4, very easy to do, surprisingly. Yes, let me go to this one. Do this, and we'll be able to go back. And I won't be able to do the dig strategy because I did best out the minion. Actually, I'm pretty sure by this point I'm not gonna be needing the Odd Rod in any form because I'll just be able to get a Super Rod and catch a Pokemon that can serve anyways. Let's go for the walk back. It's the only, I can only assume that it would have to be walking because it's too slow to be running and it's not going to be a jog either. This really does look like it is a design for someone's jumper. I know it's supposed to be a tunnel on the one side to another, but it just looks like a pattern. Or a golf jumper. Bad. Yep, that's the best thing I can think of for it. What? Why do I have to make room for it? I'm trading one over for the other. No. Seems odd. I'm fine. Yeah, the voucher itself is gone, but the game decided to try and treat it like I still had the thing, and I am very, very sure, let me make absolute certainty, that no one on the team can learn a Thunderbolt. No. Sorry, I was having to just get some stuff. We are all good now. Because I can sell off the tier. Finally, we are not even gonna use it. Well, I mean, not gonna use it because we can't. And how it only sells for 1,000, I won't know. I can definitely keep the ethers in storage because I'm not using those yet. Those are precious. Especially when even to this day you cannot buy them in stores. Why? That's a thing that I really does perplex me. Why they cannot be sold in a store. Okay, I can leave the max potion definitely later, and why it wants to just go back to the top every time. Because no, going from side to side isn't a thing. Can't even go straight to the bottom either. Why isn't just the option for an item to go into storage or into the PC? It's fine for Pokemon to do that. Why can't items? Okay, we've got less than an hour to go. Let's see how far we end up. No, let's have 15 and see if that's good enough. I'm thinking, will I end up having to skip Erica until later? I'm thinking of not doing anything with Erica until I have my execute with Second. That's the only way that's gonna be able to happen. Don't know what level 1 is gonna be, but it's definitely gonna be a high one. Well, this would be bad if I had no normal moves. I really wanted to know why they didn't attempt to make it so that more grass types could attempt to learn fire and or electric moves of any kind. They were fine to get water types ice moves. Nothing for fire? Nothing? Not even on spicy level? Also, they had elemental powers, so they could just get fire and electric, or they're gonna say it didn't make any logical sense. And yet so many other ones, like fucking Wooper can learn Ice Punch, the classic. No arms and still can punch. I could see the level. Does this mean I'm actually going to be severely over-leveled for the rival flying power? If it is, my entire team is going to be level 27 and above. And yeah, did say earlier that it would be about an hour to go. Because as much as I would try to do daily streams, because of how things are, I really do not have much of a chance to do longer than 2.5 hours, really. Especially when, you know, this nuzlocke could have been a bit longer. It's just that my washing machine took longer than expected. That's the only reason. I mean, if you'll be able to eventually see the schedule and see that I am just gonna end up mostly doing daily 2-hour streams, depending on how things end up going, and then the occasional longer ones. Which for me is becoming more annoying because my shifts are making it so that I work for like 2 days or 2 to 3 days and then have a day off and then work again for like the remaining 2 to then have another day off. I would prefer to do it together, and it's not like it's gonna be a thing until the end of May, where how many days is it? Because I booked the 1st and 2nd of June off, just because I knew if I was going to even try and book anything off within July and August, it would end up impossible. What? I want to say I have like 29? I guess no, not oh God, no, not even that far. So I have the 31st, the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, but might as well. But I also do finish on the 7th to 4 on the 30th of May. So it's gonna feel like 4.5. God, let me check even more stuff. Just so I can prepare myself for what the situation is tomorrow. Okay, no, I don't know what the situation even is for tomorrow. It's the person who I was thinking of is not on the list because it wasn't updated at the time. Sorry, I'm getting too involved into that. Still raining. Even though I don't have the exact clothing for it, but it's not like I'm leaving the house at any point, so we're good. Drill. All I can see is a smuttering yellow, and it doesn't. Although this right does not work. I mean, I know they could only do so much, but it really does not do well. So where's your pen metal at? That would crush me. And a critical hit smashes the beetle back into its nest. Is there an item within this tree? My senses are saying that there is a high possibility of that. I was right. Oh, hello, Jamesy. Triple one. How are you doing? Oh yeah, the mandragora. What? That's specifically oddish because when I looked it up on Bulbapedia, it did say that I think it was based off of it within the genus or something. Oh, you know, doing well enough. Being the third gym recently by stall tactics, didn't even need dig on my parasite. All is well in the house. We're just off to Route 10 where we're gonna catch ourselves a Voltorb, so I actually have someone to use Flash with without it trouble to my team. Got a few trainers in the way, but I think we'll be fine. You know, they're only having to wait more levels just so I can give them an evolution. I've not played Gen 1 5 million times. I've played Gen 3 5 million times. So I don't know the layout of Rock Tunnel off the back of my hand. Because I can mostly get through it when I can actually see where I'm going. Finally, I can't do that on this one. It is a me problem. I know. Because surprisingly, Gen 1 is not a game version of Kanto I go back to often. Because I really do love the remakes of Fire Red and Leaf Green. I've played those too many times to count. Because I grew with those. I didn't grow with Gen 1. So I still went back to them and have played all three of them at this point. Actually, the only version of Kanto I can say I've technically not played. Well, both the two versions are Japanese Red and Green, although I do know how very, very glitchy they are, and Japanese Blue. Now you could say, is it even much worth playing either of those? Well, younger you had all the time in the world. Current you has a life. Yeah, I never really actually got to experience these games until much later. Like, I wanna say when they became available on Virtual Console. On the 3DS, it was that long ago. Because that was also through how I ended up playing Gen 2. Because even though I did have a Game Boy Advance and all, I just didn't go back to the others because I had all gold at the time. Oh, I can definitely sing the praises of Gen 2. I will say they could have done more with Crystal to make it a definitive third version than what they did with it. I'm not complaining. Because Crystal did give us the in-game spray animations and they look great. And also the soundtrack, do not forget the soundtrack. I will sing high in praises for the Kanto Gym Leader music in Gen 2. That is one of the best tracks going, including the champion theme, just include those two. And also don't forget friendship as well. The friendship mechanic started there, and they're actually the better version of the friendship mechanic. Because it was technically a thing in the game that I'm playing right now, but it was exclusive to Pikachu because of the anime. And also the new evolutions. Don't forget the new evolutions, because we're going to Fizzle, Kingdra, Steelix. Oh, don't be saying I'm forgotten them now. No, Espeon, Umbreon. There was definitely more than that. Blissey. What about yes? Items, Agile held items. And also a better bag. Still limited space, but a much better bag than what's in here. Because not all of it's just in one thing. Oh, fuck off. No, 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 no. Oh, you motherfucker. Did they also end up... Was Gen 2 also the... Yeah, Gen 2 was the one that gave us names for every single trainer. Or 99% of them. And also trainer Miriaches, even though they didn't implement it well enough. They did definitely do better with Crystal. Or at least the one that's giving you items. Oh yeah, Youngster Joey. The best one. I'm at all, you Also, introduction of the Steel and Dark types. They were cool. Especially my beloved Houndoom. I'd recommend playing it again. This is all the praises, and then I get reminded of all of the stuff they did with it. Well, Gen 2 as a whole, but it's kind of victim of circumstance, because it was impressive that they managed to do all of it, because the original plan that they had for Kanto before... Who was it? Was it Iwata, the one that managed to condense all of Kanto down so that they could fit it on the cartridge? Originally, before the condensing Kanto was a lot smaller, where you could quite literally just walk very quickly from one town, so I say, to the other. I think the image is actually somewhere online of like how small it was. Like, that was the original plan, and considering what they were able to do. Yeah, oh, you know, momentous achievement. But I also do remember that the day and night cycle crippled the battery of the original cartridges. And, okay, I think there's a way to get new ones without fucking up the save data. But if you didn't know that and you left it for many years, chances are the Pokemon would be gone. Because this would also have been before we figured out how to transfer Pokemon over from 2 to 3. Where you don't have the battery issue. But then again, I'd still say that was kind of Nintendo's fault for them trying to say that they couldn't. Or, well, no, they tried to say that they couldn't. I can't remember what their excuse was. Of being like, the GB was so much more powerful than the Game Boy Color that they couldn't allow it or something. Oh no! Ah, thanks for that follow, James. It was a worm, so I figured it was had to be him. I don't think it was gonna be me or no. I mean, he no doubt oversaw it and some of it. Although, I think it said that, like, he just has enough no involvement in the Pokemon store. Well, I want to say he has some, but hardly any, compared to the Mario and Zelda stuff. Like, he would just be there like an advisor sort of thing. Although I'm glad we got Pokemon as it is, without much of the influence that the American devs tried to put in. Because they were the ones that tried to make Pikachu into a literal furry. I wish I was joking about that. And no, I've not seen the Tetris movie. I do know that it stars the person that was in the Kingsman series of films. And I've seen the smallest clips of it, but no context with them. And I don't know if I should be watching it. No, that it's like I should. And my investment in earning games now. Of just like all the techniques they were able to do to get a game onto a small fucking cartridge, compared to some of the games now where they're overblown to shit. Why does it look like the Meowth has no bottom jaw? Like, it has clearly the 2 teeth and then a part of the mouth, but the bottom jaw doesn't exist. I don't know if that is just me. Oh, I know the Russian government aspect of it. Well, I know somewhere, I don't know where they somehow got involved into the story. Does it mention anything about the Sega version that was not entirely official? Or at least it was in production and like off-licensed versions of it still got released? Or like were put onto the knockoff consoles? Because I know it was one such a way that it did become a Nintendo exclusive, especially for the Game Boy, but that's only for the original version. Is there even enough like stuff of what happened behind the scenes to make a Tetris sequel concerning all of the later versions of it? Especially with like how EA got their rights to be able to make a Tetris game on the app. Well, not on the app, but on phones. Yep, here it is. We're gonna use the Magnemite for this because it can learn Flash. It's the only thing it can learn. Finally, because I'm pretty sure can I even attempt to catch a Slowpoke anywhere? That would be very helpful to me. Because it can learn Flash as well as Serpent Strength. Where is it? Ah. It's only available on routes 12 and 13 via surfing. So I can't actively get it until I have gotten a Pokemon with Surf. Oh, that's fun. I can't even fish it up. Which is odd. Really odd. Well, if I ever get the free time, which I don't know when that's gonna be, I will put it onto my watch list. And then try to find other video game related movies to watch that are good. Because I have watched Ready Player One and apparently it's quite different from the novel. But I've not read the novel either. And I know they definitely made some dealings with certain companies, because Ready Player One has, yeah, there's Tracer note from Overwatch in it, but I think it's also the one with the Gundam in it. Godzilla. Well, Mecha Godzilla. It's just a ball, really. But yeah, let's just cut straight into it. What the hell is the point? What is the point of this tree? Are people really that lazy that someone wouldn't just go all the way around? Oh, then this was this was the year 2000. As I'm hitting my shoulders, really. But you want to remember how bad it was trying to get through this damn place? You can't even see yourself! There's being blind. And then this. Yeah, this is much better. And then you just turn the lights on. They actually would have just been better if they didn't have Flash at all. Because it's only really usable in this one area, to my knowledge. Like, do you even need it in the Seafoam Islands? And then I want to say that it's not a thing for Victory Roads at all, because I'm thinking that you just need strength to get through it. Now, is it just this place that needs it? If I am wrong, do tell me. If not, stay silent. Should also really apply the repels I bought, all 15 of them. You know, I kind of bought them for a reason, not just to show off how rich I am. Oh, okay, I bought them with an item this way, I guess not. This motherfucker has a Dubon? Or did? The maniac. Yep, level 23 cuber. Can fuck your shit up if you're not prepared. It is somewhat adorable that Cuba and Sprite. It's not as adorable as some of the others. You know. Not like it's gonna see it often. Okay, yeah, this is one of my least favorites. Surprisingly in yellow, it just feels like it's too small for Slowpoke. I don't know what it is, it just really does seem really small. I mean, then again, I kind of still prefer it over the red and blue sprite, the Slowbro. I don't know what they were thinking with that one. It's got the size, but the sprite art is awful. And I don't have many potions. Hopefully I'm not going to be needing the heals as much. Because if it's one thing grass types are known for, it's healing themselves. Oh no, look, the flash actually stays on throughout the entire cave. Because I want to say that there is at least one game in the series where it doesn't do that. I want to say that's Emerald, but I could be wrong. Also, I don't think I ever mentioned that even though they did change the front sprites, nothing was done about the back sprites at all. So yeah, the front sprites look great, well, most of them, and the back sprites can still look as demented as ever. And what was that about me not healing much? Because one Slowpoke used confusion? I keep on thinking that there's items when there's not any. Junior train a female with an oddish? No way! Oh my god, I managed to actually miss Rap. How embarrassing! Entirely thanks to the 1 in 256 glitch. And yeah, bellsprout is the only one on my team currently that can use it. There is another one that can, but we don't have them on, and the one's not going to be used. The blue one that shall not be named. But that is how you win fight with Rat. Just spam A. The AI does nothing because you're faster than it. But we get acid of our own. Oh, for fuck. Oh, I do want an actual boost move because that's really good. Rap is funny. But do I really want to continue being an absolute arsehole? And Sleep Powder is overpowered as shit. Oh, fuck. No. At some point, Rap is just gonna do nothing though. And I don't want to be an arsehole for that much longer, so... begrudgingly... acid. Because at least with this, I'll be able to use my physical attack. It's the only move I have access to that uses it. Which is weird, because Gen 4 becomes special, but okay. It's physical now. Still not time. It's my appearances. Because yeah, this way we're not gonna be able to get the team to their proper evolution levels. But I will end the stream when we get to the not Viridian, Lavendr Tower to hear that good old creepy music. Everyone loves the Viridian. I keep on thinking of a Viridian and the Lavendr creepy music. I mean, so good at any time that you do a video concerning creepy things in Pokemon, it is the theme to go for. No other fits the vibe so well. Considering they completely got rid of it in Gold, Silver, and Crystal and made it a radio tower, that seems a bit concerning. Are we sure no ghosts are haunting said tower? And then, okay, yeah, the remake doesn't do the best compared to make it as creepy. But that's likely not the thing that they were trying to go for. It still kind of is creepy, but not on the level of the original. And I don't know what it sounds like in Let's Go Picture in Eevee because I nearly forgot it. And then I think even Hogwarts Silver, they don't, well, they just keep it as it was in also Crystal. The only other like really creepy theme I can properly think of that it gets close to the original Lavendr theme is the old chateau from Diamond Pearl and Platinum. That, holy fuck, does that have a damn good atmosphere. It's that, and then the abandoned house in Blacktooth, Whitetooth. Those three are like the scary places. Because even like the cemetery sort of place in Halloween is not as scary because you're fighting trainers. And even then the music is not creepy at all. It's just those long. But I guess there's also the Ruins of Alf, within the radio, a specific radio frequency. I will grant you that. Look, what, Gen 6? I mean, okay, you have the girls go in that random ass building. I think there's a creepy house somewhere. And then, well, Gen 7 has a shopping mall with the Mimikyu involving the first person perspective. And then I don't think Gen 8 has anything like that at all. I could be wrong. No doubt that. It's just that when it was in the early stage, Pokemon was able to get away with freakiness. Because it's not like it had a brand to worry about compared to now. Where they can hide it in certain places, like Pokédex entries, but they can't exactly, in a way, make it the full focus. So they have to make it a PEGI-free version of horror. Knowing that we're never going to get an official Pokemon horror game. And no, not just an incredibly bad game. One on the level of, like, Silent Hill. God, that would actually be really fucking disturbing, though. How would they, like, first-person perspective of, like, well, I guess realistic Pokemon. And why do they use Body Slam? Why do they do that? Of their actual size, because some of them are massive. Imagine facing an actual Glalie. Because that's just a sphere. And it's nearly 5 feet tall. Or even just any ghost. Or any of the spiders. Okay, they may not have the same amount of legs, but are you be sure that no aspect of them is creepy at all? Or even the Drifloon that's known for kidnapping kids. No, seriously, it is actually in the Pokédex entry. I think in the first one as well. It was well, there's that, and I think there was. Okay, there's the one incident for the Hypno, and apparently it's supposedly like it's the one Hypno that did it, even though what clearly ended up happening was that everyone just thought Hypno was a kidnapper. But then there's theory going around that it's actually Mr. Mime, Hypno just gets framed for it. But they ran with that in the anime because he just hypnotizes people. I feel like games end up having that way. It could be like the first one is on the scarier side, and then the sequel is a lot more on the action-y side of things. Which happens in movies a lot. More likely because they want to set the tone and realize, oh, we can make a sequel, we can make this bigger. A lot more bombastic as well. Make success. You know, because they likely know we cannot top the scariness of the first one, so we're not gonna try and we're just gonna go in a different direction. I wonder if other games are like that where they have to go in a different direction because they know they cannot top out what the first one was, and it's like the sequel would just feel like DLC. Or even an expansion. It could be good, but people nowadays are not wanting to pay, like, I don't know how much I believe an expansion was back in the day, but people would rather pay that much for skins than anything more content. So maybe no, it could still work. I don't think any games really attempted to bring that back. Because they just do DLC now, which technically are expansions. Especially if it's like the Fallout way. How much do I have left to even attempt to explore? Okay, then no, I am up here. Okay, you don't actually find me, that's a surprise. But there's normally someone here. Why had to find one of them? Is he the quick gang one? Who uses in a grappler? Potentially. There's gonna be no match. But you're truly Mandragora! And any name honestly can fit. Because, well, we don't know the gender of the mons. So it could be any, either, or both. And nor do I know if it is randomly generated when it gets transferred into 2. Because as of right now, nothing shows it, so it could be any. I don't know how that gravel amounts to survive and absorb. I'm good that it's special. Very shocking. That just... oh. Because there was one more that I didn't see, and it was too late. Still raining. Still raining, I see. Right, I get put in confusion once because of confusion, and now I'm just permanently confused. Good thing I managed to actually hit him once, even though my absorb is doing nothing. Well, it's likely because I'm not getting powered up into level 33. But still 6 levels away. And it's not even good pedal dance. It's quite literally Leaf Blade, but I can get confused instead of being critical hit. Pretty much the only difference. Which is gonna end up happening in the next episode of this. Critical hit! Still didn't care. Oh, come on! How is it that accurate for me to be confused off of confusion? Never normally that common. Louisville Brady! Get in there, you son of a gun! And another slowpoke. How many more do you have? Well, actually, no, it's your last one, but why do you have so many? I don't think an army of slowpoke is going to help you in your endeavors. A lot of them don't even notice what the hell's going on. Working? Yes, because surprisingly they are really smart. It's not slowpoke. Slowpoke is so far behind time that an entire year would have gone by and it would have only noticed if a Tuesday had disappeared. Well, I can leave these for later because I can just go onto the edges and be fine. I came this far for Pokemon. Miss Junior Trainer, if that's your real name. Yeah, I can't actually get a chance to see how much acid will do likely. How much? No, holy shit, I actually did a lot. Yeah, that is my best move now because it didn't double the power. And I do know that this oddish is so low level that it has nothing to defeat me with. Nothing! Well, this piggy wants a few words. Like that is a brown that you'd think would be closer to what Eevee should be. And yet, no? $40! $40. specifically. The best form of currency. Okay, the severe lack of iron in this place is really disturbing. There is one on the tree! And a max hit as well. Okay, where does it shift? This one? Yep. Best song in the whole soundtrack. I think it actually is the most listened to song in the soundtrack. And it plays in the Pokemon Center. Oh boy, it did, and then it faded out. Alright, let's just heal down outside the Pokemon Center and end the stream there. Because I wish I could go on for longer, but with how I end up doing things, that's not happening. Oh, hey. Almost daily streaming apart from yesterday where I just did drinking instead. We get to end on 3 gym badges and this assembly of a team. Well, hopefully, in the next stream we get a lot of shit done. Because we can defeat the rival here, go all the way over to Celadon, get Fly, and then use the bike to go all the way down to Fuchsia. And then we can get Surf really quickly from the Safari Zone. And also use the Safari Zone to get the last 2 team members. And then we can absolutely wreck house. So yeah. For those watching, I do it. But then you know what, I am going to be returning tomorrow with Pokemon Yellow because I didn't do it yesterday. Well, this shall continue. So, thank you, James, for following earlier. Now that we're up to 191, that Discord server is getting closer by the day. Because yes, I did say that I would, when I get 200 followers, I would make it. Haven't figured out much else to do with it. But we'll find out soon enough, you know. But anyways. Now for now.